Okay, today we're going to go over entitlements in the FaceSheet and awards. So first we have to go to profile. We're in the fake system. We're going to go to the FaceSheet. We're going to stay with Zimbabwe, which is the first person. But obviously, you pick the individual that you're going to be completing this data for. We're going to hit continue. Now, this page should be familiar to you all. This is the FaceSheet. This is how we gather all the information we need. We put all here on the FaceSheet, everything about this individual, up to including their profile picture. Okay, and so for Zimbabwe, we want to fill out the entitlement section. So we're going to scroll down, and here we are in entitlement. It is important that we document all entitlements in this section, up to including burial account information and representative payee information. So I'm going to go over and walk you through what needs to be in this section, and also where specifically it needs to go. So in entitlements, we have where we see the person gets P&A, personal needs allowance, $40 a month. Then we also have the IHP amount. This person is getting $100 a month, and their SSI, what their SSI is. So in the next couple of months, I will be updating the SSI, SSA section for all those who JSDD is the representative payee. If we are not the representative payee, then you have to get this information from the current rep payee so that we can fill this section out accordingly. Okay, it's important that we have all this information here. Representative payee, it says here, agency is the payee. For this person, yes, we are. Okay. Burial account information, how much is in the account. Okay, and also CCW, the date of effectiveness for that. Okay, so these are really important things that we have. If they have an account, it's a savings account. I didn't make up a fake ID number because I really don't know how many digits a fake account needs to be, so I just left that blank. But you would fill in the account number here when it was open. If there's direct deposit, yes or no. I don't think we have anybody who has direct deposit. Eligibility, Medicare, Medicaid. Some of our guys have pharmacy prescription drug coverage plans. There's a secondary Medicare number here as well, because this person had Medicare, or actually it expires in 2022, which is actually really a long time. And then here they have another Medicare account number, effective 2016 with a non-expiring date. Okay. One thing I do want to focus on now is tier. You notice that there is no tier labeled here. We are going to be adding a tier because this is critical, important information for the residential programs. In order for us to bill, we actually do need to know what the tiers are. So we're going to be adding this in. Okay, as in any subsection in the FaceSheet, you'll notice there's an update button at the bottom of each subsection. Well, entitlements is no different. So here's entitlements. Even if I want to fill in this section, I still have to scroll down to the bottom and I have to hit update entitlement information. So I'm going to do that now. So here's the updated, or here's the section where I can do updates. I can add data to this section. Here is income. Here is insurance. This is billing, billing builder, insurance authorizations. Obviously, we don't need to worry about this right now. Non-billing insurance, bank accounts, miscellaneous information. So as you can see here, it opens it up to everything here. Now in each section, as you notice, it says add new. So if I were to come here, income source, and I added new here, this is where I can add another income source, SSA, SSDI, SSI, wages, commissions, things like that. Okay, I'm not going to update it. I'm going to jump back. Same thing here for eligibility. right? So we have all of our billers that we can bill, right, based on the eligibility, Medicaid, Medicare. And this is also where we're going to put the tier information. So let's say Zimbabwe is pretty independent, and let's say he's a tier A without an acuity. So tier A, there wouldn't be anything here. The effective date, the date of the tier being issued. And let's say that was January 2nd, 2017. I do not need to do an expiration date. I could do an estimated, or I could actually do an estimated start date. Self-pay or co-pay amount. I don't need to worry about any of this other stuff when it comes to a tier. I just need to know what the tier is and the effective date. So I'm going to hit update. Now, as I hit update, I come out of data entry. It's really important. I wanted to keep that data entry like that on purpose to show you what happens. So once you hit or enter in a new data, it's going to kick you out of data entry, but it's going to show you what you just entered. Okay. So again, it's going to kick you out of data entry. I'd have to go, if I wanted to add something else, I had to go back to update entitlements. But it's doing this on purpose. And the reason why it's doing this is because you entered something new. It wants to show you on the face sheet, this is how it's going to look. Okay, if you need to make changes to it, you have to go back into update and make those changes. So now we have Zimbabwe has his P&A, his IHP amount. He only gets SSI. We have Medicare and Medicaid that we can bill to, and he's a tier A individual. He's got a savings account. He's got a burial account. He is CCW'd, and we are the representative payee. This is all critical information that also gets put into the IHP. And so with the IHP, it's really important that when you're filling out that face sheet or that cover page in the IHP, there's no reason to have any of those sections blank. You should be able, as long as the face sheet is up to date here in awards, you should be able to get all this information. Now, anytime that there's a change in any of these, we should always make sure that the face sheet in this entitlement section is updated. Same goes with any section here. Any section in the face sheet that has any kind of changes, we need to make sure we update the face sheet in awards, because this is also where we can print the emergency card. So we want to make sure everything is checked out here. If you have this section completed, like all sections on the face sheet completed, it makes it easier. You could just reprint the emergency card. It makes things a lot easier. You don't have to type things 3 or 4 different times. You just do it one time. Okay, so then we also have the doctors that this person has. Here we are again at the entitlements that we now have a tier A entered in there. We have any hospitalizations would be noted here if this person was hospitalized. Allergies I can see real quickly. Current medication list. This is why this is really important to keep this up to date. Here's the current medications. Diagnosis information that I will do another video about diagnosis information and disabilities here. Okay, immunization records, diet plans, if there is any, if the person had vital signs, it'd be there, and the cover face sheet photo. Okay, so that's, again, I just wanted to focus primarily on this section, the entitlement section, how to complete this, where things go, and it's really important that this is updated. Representative payee section, it's really important to indicate who is the representative payee. Let me go into updates one more time just to kind of walk you through that real quick. So we have representative payee. I'm going to click on here so you can see how this was entered. So I don't have the account number here. There actually would be a bank account associated with this if we are the rep payee. If we're not the rep payee, the current rep payee, if it's a family or guardian, may not give you that account number. That's okay. It's not required. Effective date and the payee is either self, agency, or third party. Now, if this was a third party, I'm going to change this up a little bit. Let's say this was a third party. Who would third party be? That would be non-JSDD representative payee. So third party would be anybody else. Okay. Our individuals are not self-payees. It's always a third party. Now, if I select third party, notice here, third party payee, if applicable, means you have to fill this section. Who is the rep payee? So this is Zimbabwe. So let's say it's Zimbabwe. No, that sounds really redundant. And let's say 222. All right, let's do 5 or 999. Let's see. Melbourne Street. I'm just making this up. And let's say that this is, I don't know, Tennessee. Oh, sorry. Tennessee would be here. No, I'm sorry. Street, city, state, and zip. I have no idea what any of these, I don't know what Tennessee is, so let's just do it this way. Let's say Clifton, New Jersey, 07011. Let's use an address or city, state, and zip, which I'm familiar with. Phone number or fax 999-999-9999. Okay, if you have email and cell, you're going to put that here. You could just email address, and then at fake.com. Okay, and cell number there as well, you can add. So again, you're going to say who the rep payee is, okay? If the parents say, oh, the parents are rep payee, usually it's one of the parents. So get that clarification. Which parent is the rep payee? Okay, and so if it is both names on there. Okay, and then if it is an organization, if it's a third-party organization, some people use OCUC, use other different organizations to provide that. We don't, but that's why that's in there. The address of the rep payee, their phone number, and an email address. We are going to hit update. And again, it bumps you out. Remember, it bumps you out. It wants to show you. So here, rep payee, no. Agency is not rep payee. Agency is not the representative payee. But there is a rep payee. Okay? And that's how you complete that section. And if you have any questions, as always, reach out to me and let me know. And if there's anything specific, anything more that you want to delve into to let me see, to walk you through that you'd like to see, let me know, and I'll be happy to do that. Okay, thanks everybody.